Sports yoga, known as Kriya Yoga, was born as a yoga method totally independent from others, with several techniques of its own, in 1985. Its creator, author, inventor and codifier of this fascinating yoga method with millions of practitioners worldwide, is the Grand Master of Yoga Masters, Fernando Esteves Grigo. Name is Dharmakari Maitriyananda. Maitriyananda has been several times president and chairman of the International Yoga Federation, the International Yoga Sports Federation, and is the president of the World Yoga Council, patron of the Yoga Federation of India, the largest yoga body in India, honorary president of the National Yoga Association of India and honorary president of the Yoga Association of India in America, as well as the Yoga Council of India. Sports yoga is a method of yoga that has in sport its way of spiritual development, as bhakti yoga has in religion, or jnana yoga in knowledge and study. Its origins are based on the arrival of Alexander the Great to Hindustan, as Greek avatar, and in the hundreds of years of Greco-Buddhist, Greco-Indian and Greco-Bactrian kingdoms, which developed in Pakistan, Afghanistan, Kashmir and part of Nepal and what is now India. The Greek gymnasiums where gymnastics and sports were spiritual and cultivated along with the mind and spirituality of the practitioners. This happened before the existence of India itself as a country. In 1970, Maitriyananda or Fernando Esteves Grigo developed the artistic yoga, a personal practice that a decade later would become the yoga of art, supplanting religion by art as the highest expression of the human being's spirituality, in its absolutely secular form. For this, Maitriyananda was inspired by the International Yoga School of Mount Verita founded in 1900, which in 1920 arrived in South America and in 1932 began to operate in Uruguay. In 1984, Maitriyananda, who lived in Europe, was invited by Dr. Gupta of the Yoga Association of Punjab and member of the Yoga Federation of India, to lay the foundations in India of a sports yoga based on artistic yoga, choreographic yoga, rhythmic yoga and yoga dance, which should have a point of spirituality and be different from the competitions that were made in India, which were only of yogasanas sports or asana yoga sports, which were static. Maitriyananda meets with Dhirendra Brahmachari, Yoga Masters of World Yoga Council of Yogavatar Krishna Kishore Das, Swami Chidananda, and various yoga masters of the Yoga Federation of India. He demonstrates his techniques and the application of the harnesses and movements of sports yoga, giving more points to spirituality than to flexibility or postural alignment, as well as to breathing, concentration, meditation in movement, and behavior before, during and after the competition. The method is fully supported by the Yoga Federation of India, and is then practiced throughout India, Europe, Asia and America by most yoga associations and centers. Yoga organizations in India appoint him as a member of them and he becomes a member of the World Yoga Council, World Yoga Parliament and other institutions. The patron of the Yoga Federation of India, Swami Jitnanda, was the biggest international propagator of yogasana sports, and asked Maitriyananda to organize the first Sports Yoga World Cup in 1989 in Uruguay. After that, every year World Yoga Championships have been held in all continents and countries of the world. As the vision of sports yoga or Kriya yoga is totally different from that of sports yogasanas, both decided to call the federation and competitions, with the neutral name of yoga sports, which means sports of yoga, including even the Malakam. Upon the Mahasamadhi of Swami Jitnanda, the Indian Yoga Masters in the Yoga Federation of India appointed Maitriyananda as new patron of the Yoga Federation of India and spiritual and pedagogical guide of the National Yoga Association of India and Yoga Association of India in America. Currently, more than 100 million people practice sport yoga, being one of the most practiced yoga methods in the world and especially in India, the country with the largest number of sports yoga practitioners. In the next video, we will explain the history and techniques of this incredible yoga system that every year has more and more practitioners.